Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Source claims Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons are talking about a new deal. The Dallas Cowboys and their all-pro pass rusher Micah Parsons have held discussions about a long-term contract extension, according to a source with knowledge of the negotiations. According to that source, Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones called Parsons to the Star on Tuesday to discuss a potential deal in further detail. Parsons is entering the final year of his rookie deal, a fifth-year option worth $24 million. A long-term deal for Parsons is widely expected to be in the $40 million range in terms of annual salary, based on contracts that have been signed by other high-end defensive talents around the league. The Cleveland Browns recently signed Myles Garrett to a 4-year, $160 million deal, paying him right at that $40 million salary. Parsons is coming off one of the finest starts to an NFL career for an edge rusher in league history. He joined Reggie White as one of the only two players in NFL history to start a career with 4 seasons of 12 or more sacks, after posting a dozen in 2024. He has 52.5 sacks in his first 4 years in the league. The Cowboys freed up a mountain of cap space earlier this offseason, restructuring deals for Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb to free up more than $57 million to take on the 2025 offseason. Their signings thus far have not used up much of that cap space, signing and trading for a laundry list of players who can provide depth and fill some holes on the Cowboys' depth chart. Now, conflicting reports emerge regarding whether Cowboys, Micah Parsons are talking. They could be talking, but they could also not be talking. It all started, as best we can tell, when someone named Ernie the Cowboys fan claimed that the Cowboys and Parsons are closing in on a 5-year, $200 million contract extension. Later, Mike Leslie of WFAA reported that the Cowboys and Parsons have held discussions about a long-term extension. Jane Slater of NFL Network, the outlet owned and operated by the league and influenced significantly by the Cowboys, reported that nothing is close and that meaningful talks haven't even begun yet. Clarence E. Hill, Jr. of All City DLLS got the same information from the team. It would not be difficult to do a deal for Parsons. A deal in principle could be done in an hour or less. Given that the Ja'Marr Chase contract set a new non-quarterback bar at $40.25 million per year, $250,000 per year higher than the Myles Garrett average of $40 million, the Cowboys and Parsons could do a 4-year extension that pays $40.5 million per year in new money. That's $162 million. Throw in the $24 million that Parsons is due to make this year, and it's a 5-year, $186 million deal. That's it. There's the outline. If the Cowboys actually want to do it, they should call Mulugheta right now, work out the cash flow and the guarantees, and get it done. The longer things linger without a deal for Parsons, the more obvious it is that Parsons and his agent aren't the impediment. Cowboys met with second fastest linebacker at NFL Combine, had a great interview. It is growing clear that linebacker is a major area of focus for the Dallas Cowboys during the 2025 NFL offseason. After reuniting Jack Sanborn of the Chicago Bears with defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus and a trade with the Tennessee Titans for former first-round pick Kenneth Murray Jr., they are now exploring options available in the NFL draft. The team recently met with South Carolina Gamecocks standout Demetrius Knight Jr., a projected top 50 pick, at his pro day, and now their attention is on a speedster from the NFL Combine. Enter Auburn Tigers linebacker Eugene Asante, who ran the second fastest 40-yard dash of any linebacker at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis, 4.48 seconds. In an interview with Draft Network, Asante revealed he met with all 32 teams at the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama, and had a great interview with the team. Asante also had interviews with the Seattle Seahawks, Pittsburgh Steelers, Washington Commanders, and New Orleans Saints. You always have to take informal meetings with a grain of salt, but when one team is specifically named by a prospect, it means there was something that stood out. This season, Asante recorded 45 tackles and 2.5 sacks in his final year of eligibility. Before transferring to Auburn ahead of the 2022 season, he played for the North Carolina Tar Heels. The 2025 NFL Draft will be held in Green Bay, Wisconsin, with the first round on Thursday, April 24th. Rounds 2 and 3 will be held on Friday, April 25th, while the final rounds will play out on Saturday, April 26th. Cowboys to sign impact lineman from Bears, ESPN predicts. It has been a slow couple of days since the first major wave of free agency, but that is not to say the Dallas Cowboys are done making moves. There are certainly more holes that need filling on this roster. One of the largest ones is the offensive line unit. After legendary guard Zach Martin hung up the cleats for retirement, the Cowboys signed starting guard Rob Jones from the Miami Dolphins out of free agency. There has been no other motion after that, but Mike Fisher keeps wondering about Arizona's Will Hernandez, while ESPN also predicts Dallas will continue shopping for lineman depth before the NFL Draft. Tevin Jenkins, a former 2021 second-round pick of the Chicago Bears, may be a name to look out for. Offensive coordinators are desperate for competent offensive linemen, and Jenkins ranked 33rd in pass block win rate and 44th in run block win rate among guards last season, wrote Bill Barnwell. He stayed healthy for a career-high 14 games and committed only 4 penalties. At 27, he will be in the prime of his career over the next few years. The former Oklahoma State Cowboy stands at a towering 6'6", 321 pounds and has just exhausted his rookie contract with the Bears after 4 seasons. The Cowboys, who still have around $40 million to work with in free agency, would get a massive upgrade on the O-line with the addition of another starting caliber player. What do you think? Would be a good signing for the Americas team? Give your like, tell us your opinion in the comments and subscribe to the channel. See you later.